Everyone. So another game, another crucial, important game, season-defining moment. Another Laker loss. Lakers found a way to lose to the Golden State Warriors, despite LeBron James going off for 40. And I mean, at this point, like, what do you say? No, what is there to say about this team? Now, I'm still gonna hold out hope. I'll still be as optimistic as I possibly can. I still, you got 14 games left. The Lakers could and should win 12 of those. But the problem is, it's just like, no, the Lakers are who they are. They're an inconsistent team. They lack defense. Offensively, they can hang with the best of them. But until we really get our defensive pieces, I just don't see them sticking around long enough to where their offense can carry them to enough wins to where they can really be scary, right? Now, even if they finish as the 10th seed, can the Lakers win 2 straight games and get into the playoffs? Absolutely. Problem is, they could be running right into Denver, which that might not be so good. As optimistic as I am, or can be at times, Denver has really been an issue for the Lakers. However, I'd rather have a puncher's chance. I'd rather have and play Denver than not, right? Like, if my options are, miss the playoffs entirely or face Denver in the first round, I'd rather face Denver in the first round. Because, I mean, if you beat Denver, sky's the limit at that point. But it's frustrating. It's just soul-sucking, draining, right? Us Laker fans are going through this emotional roller coaster game in and game out, day in and day out. And it's just like, can this team just put it together? It's like, can you just take this serious? Again, I trust this team in the playoffs. Like, I think in a 7-game series, right, the Lakers are going to put kind of everything in LeBron and AD's hands. They're going to elevate. We've seen guys like Rui and Austin Reeves and even Spencer Dinwiddie is a guy that's known to elevate in the playoffs. Gabe Vincent, if he returns, right? Like, the matchups are an important thing, right? Like, if we get into the playoffs and we end up playing the Thunder in the first round, right? It's like, oh, okay, hang on, we might be able to get out of the first round. And then you play like Minnesota, right? All of a sudden, we could be in the conference finals again. That's why I have a level of optimism still, because until all the cards have been played, you still have a chance at a win in hand. It's just the Lakers do themselves zero favors in that regard, and it's just so frustrating. But nonetheless, we got to find out what's going on with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis took an elbow to the eye and ended up missing the rest of the game. Gordon Darvingham, the medical staff was working on him the entire time, and they just weren't able to get him right to get back into the game. Look, as soon as Anthony Davis went down, we all knew that's it, it's over. Right? Because the Lakers I've talked about this heavily, the Lakers don't have what it takes to supplement the loss of Anthony Davis. I'm actually surprised the game was as close as it was, but that's primarily because Golden State can't stop the Lakers and LeBron James again going off for 40. But without Anthony Davis, we have zero shot. Zero. Like, you're not beating very many teams. I know the Lakers beat Boston without LeBron and AD, but that was more so on Boston than it was the Lakers. Credit the Lakers. I don't want to take anything away from that win. That was a huge win. Austin Reeves was great in that game. It was just D'Lo put on a masterclass. But that was more so Boston going, hey, instead of us taking advantage of no Anthony Davis and going inside and dominating on the interior, let's just shoot 43s and shoot ourselves out of the game. Right? Where Golden State, they were just getting whatever they wanted at the rim. Right? They just immediately became aggressive. Don't get me wrong, they shot threes and they still were hitting, but they were getting whatever they wanted at the rim and being aggressive, as they should. No Anthony Davis, you got a green light to the basket. So my concern is, if Anthony Davis misses any extended time, then the Lakers are in trouble. Right? If Anthony Davis misses 3, 4, 5 games, which it is an eye contusion is what it's being listed as, so hopefully it's something to where he could just throw on some goggles or whatever and play like Kareem for a little bit. That would be nice. At most, hopefully he's only missing a game or two to where, like, okay, maybe the Lakers can survive a little bit. But if he misses any extended time, the Lakers are in trouble. And I just, at that point, you might as well just pack it in, keep everyone healthy, and get ready for the play-in. Try to go win those 2 straight games. It's kind of where my thoughts at with that. But no, I would have liked to see, which drives me crazy, and again is another knock to Darvin Ham, but you signed a center and just decided to give him a DNP? What is the point of that? Like, why? Like, if you were ever going to utilize other big men besides Anthony Davis, and especially when we're limited to just Jackson Hayes and Harry Giles, right? Like, this would be a great opportunity for Harry Giles to get some minutes, but instead you gave him a DNP. I don't get that. I don't get why wouldn't you give Harry just even a few minutes, right? Just to see what he could do. What if he did show up and, make an impact? Worst case scenario is the same situation you're in right now, which is you lost, right? Best case scenario, Harry Giles maybe, changes that game a little bit. I don't know, but I would have liked to find out. Yet, that's Darvin Ham for you, right? But Austin Reaves has a tremendous game against Sacramento and basically a no-show against the Warriors, right? He's a liability on defense. He dropped 11 points, but it took him 13 field goals to do so. 4 of 13 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, but also 3 turnovers. That's never good, right? This has been my thing with Reaves, right? I like Austin Reaves. I think he's a solid player, but he's a liability on the defensive side. And when he doesn't have it going offensively, he really hurts the Lakers because teams just target him over and over and over and over again because they know, okay, he can't defend a door, let alone a moving object, moving human, right? Like, and so when he's not being efficient on the offensive side of things, there's no balance there, right? And and that's the problem. Like, and Austin Reaves all season, he's just been so inconsistent this year, right? Like, he'll have a stretch where, he looks good, and at least on the offense side of things, defensively, he's only had like a couple games where it's like, oh, he was actually pretty decent. But at least on the offensive side of things, he'll have like, 3, 4, 5 games where he is solid, not even great, just like efficient, good. Maybe he just drops like 13 or 15 or something, but like he did it on, 7 field goal attempts or whatever, 8 field goal attempts. It's like, oh, okay, like he was super efficient, whatever, right? And then he'll have another 3 to 5 games where he's like this, and he can't buy a bucket, and he's a liability on defense. It's just, that's been my biggest issue with Austin Reaves all season, is just his inconsistency this year. It's just, you don't know what you're going to get from Austin game in and game out. Are you going to get 20-point Austin Reaves or 20 to 30-point Austin Reaves, and he's super efficient, being aggressive and hitting his shots and and getting in a rhythm? Or is it Austin Reaves that's going to go 2 of 9 from 3 and 4 of 13 from the field and basically just be a non-factor out there and more of a liability? Like, these are the things that are concerning with Austin Reaves and just this team in general, right? Like, because you can make the argument for this team, period, right? Like, which Lakers are we going to get today? Are we going to get a super good, efficient, dominant, locked-in Lakers? Or are we going to get a, lackadaisical, can't do nothing, can't find a win type Lake? It's frustrating is the point. But, we need Austin Reaves to be better. We do, right? We're a better team with him. But it's frustrating. All season, it's like Austin Reaves does well, D'Lo does bad. D'Lo does well, Austin Reaves does bad. And, like, D'Lo wasn't, like, oh my God, good today, but he was solid. Like, I liked how he played. 23 points, 3 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, 0 turnovers. That's what the biggest key for me was. He took care of the basketball. 13 assists with 0 turnovers. That's really good. Shooting the ball, he wasn't great shooting. 9 of 21 from the field, which is 43%. And then 3 of 10 from 3, which is 30%. To me, it wasn't so. It was more of like the shot selections this game for him that kind of bothered me. He just took a lot of like poor shots There's just a lot of shots that I was just like, I wish you could have that back, right? But everyone kind of was. Like, there was several times in this game where, like, the Lakers were within, like, 5, and they're just, like, chucking threes, and, you know, they'd get an offensive rebound, and instead of being aggressive and getting to the basket, chuck up another contested 3, and it's like, come on, man. Can you play the right way? But we're sinking. We're sinking fast. It's frustrating. And, yeah. Anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts on this whole Warriors game and just the Lakers in general? Does it bother you at this point? Are you kind of just like, you know, it is what it is? Again, how you feel, what your thoughts are, I'd love to hear. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.